Welcome back, Warriors. Today we got a very good episode. Like always, the episodes are very meaningful, very thought provoking. This one is a very serious one. So let's go ahead and get ready for the show. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Warriors Vision. I am the host, Brian, aka the Warrior. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I had a safe weekend. This episode, as you see there, episode 4, season 5, You're Not Alone. And we're talking about this. This is titled as this because, last week we I I lost someone that was I just met, and he became a very he was a good guy. He was a good guy, and I moved to this area, and he's one of the first ones that I met at a chamber of commerce event, and he gravitated to me. I guess I gravitated towards him, and we hit it off. And he showed me the areas and showed me some of his buddies, and we had some great conversations. And um, found out later on, I had an event Friday. Was it Friday? No, I did a pop-up event on Monday or Tuesday, I believe. And I found out that he was no more. He was gone. Um, yeah, he killed himself. And out of respect for the family, I would keep his name, uh, you know, quiet. I wouldn't say his name, but it shook me. It rocked me to my core. And it was just, to hear that. Even to think about it now, I'm still in disbelief about it. I'm not, I know it has happened. It's happened. He is now gone. And I will never see him again. But to know that it happened that way is just mind blowing. The words, I can't even find the words to fill in the blanks. Um, the guy was very bubbly, full of energy. He's an older gentleman. Again, I met him at an event, and we started talking. To me, if I had to describe, he was the life of the party. He liked food. He loved food, uh, and we talked about God. We talked about religion, and he showed me around the town, and it was just he was so welcoming. I'm not from this area, and he was so welcoming. And to take me in, to show me his business, tell me some things, and to show me around, it was just like, wow, I've never experienced that before. And then to hear that he was gone, it was just like, how, why, what happened? And that just goes all to say this. Um, the family said he was battling some anxiety, and I believe it became too much, and that was that. And I just want to say, if you're a person that's dealing with anxiety or depression or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you're dealing with, know that you're not alone. There is somebody out here that you can talk to. And if you don't have anyone on this planet, on this earth, on this green earth that you feel that you can open up to and just talk to, God. I don't know how to express it any more than that. He's there, he's waiting. If you've heard my podcast before, you know where I stand on that. I'm a firm believer in the power of prayer. I'm a firm believer in it. Um, he will place a type of peace on you that you cannot explain, that you will always be looking forward to when things get hectic or chaotic and the storm is raging out of control. He will give you that type of peace in the midst of that storm. The week before that week, um, as many of you may know, I stopped working this a little part-time job that I was working because I wanted to fully jump into this business, jump into the thing that I was doing, jump into this, that what I believe in and what I feel like my purpose is. Helping others find their purpose and lean on God for anything that they may be needing. Like I said, I am a warrior because of God. Not of anything of my own doing because of God. There's been so many times where I could have went astray and lost my mind because of the things that I was dealing with, that I've dealt with, the things that I've put other people through. I still battle some things from the past and all that, but because of God, I'm here. I'm fighting every day. And that's what a warrior is, someone that gets up and fight every day. Not to sidetrack. Like I said, I left the little part-time job that I was doing. And I jumped fully into this, fully into it. And, as soon as you do something, you're taking that leap of faith, the noise starts to ramp up, the doubt starts to ramp up, and then life starts to happening. Things start to, you're like, okay, the accountant's saying this bill is due. All these things start to compile and it makes you question, was that a smart move? What should I have done that? What should I be doing? And the storm just starts getting out of control. And I had a moment. I would say I had a moment, and when I say moment, it was like 4 or 5 hours. I get up early, so 3:15 is the time I get up, and as soon, I mean, I don't know if you guys seen the video that I made on YouTube when I illustrated when the battle starts. As soon as you wake up, and the battle starts as soon as they lay down and try to go to sleep. But as soon as I woke up, my feet hit the ground. The war had begun, and it was a tough war. I came into my office and I started to pray, and I asked God to let His will be done, whatever it is. Allow Your will to be done, and I put it at His feet. I laid it at His feet, and I left it there. And I'm telling you, as soon as I left it there, and I told myself I won't pick it up. As soon as I left it there, A a peace came over me. I didn't worry. I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't worried about anything because I believed in the prayer that I prayed, and I left it at His feet. I felt better the rest of the day. Um, I felt good. I felt light. Every now and then, because we're human, it's there. It's in the back of our mind. But when we have to acknowledge that, and then there's nothing I can do. It's in Your hands, God. Um, I had peace. So I encourage you. I hope. I push that you, whatever you're dealing with, whatever it may be, if you can't talk to anyone else, if you feel like you can't talk to no one on this earth, family, friends, spouse, cousins, aunties, uncles, whatever, he's waiting. He is waiting for you to reach out. I know I want to do better at being able to be reached by people. I always tell people, if you need to reach out to me and you need to vent, I'm here. Um, I don't really, I don't do a lot of reaching out. I don't, I have so much going on. I have so many things that I'm doing, and sometimes the phone is just a second nature thing. I can shoot a text. I always, I text, but if you're needing a phone call, if you're wanting to call, many of you, you have my number. Many of you know my email address. You know how to get in contact with me. Get in contact with me. We can talk. If you are in need and you need to talk, we can talk. And if before even then, before you get to that point, reach out. Don't wait till the final, because my phone. Sometimes I don't have service out here. It's some AT&T's been acting pretty funny out here, but don't wait till it gets to that where you feel like you're drowning. Reach out. Reach out to whoever you can. Pray. Fall on your knees and pray. Ask God to remove whatever you're feeling, remove the depression, remove the anxiety at that moment, and He will do so. A peace will fall upon you that I can't even explain how, because I'm telling you, I woke up that morning distraught. The war had begun, and I was not ready for it. I was not ready. The noise, the voices were so loud. I had to pray, and I found peace. Not I didn't find peace. Peace was given to me in that situation. But yeah, as I'm thinking, I'm just reminiscing, just going back, and I didn't see the signs. You never know what someone may be going through. When we're sitting there and we're looking at other people's lives and and the things that they're doing, it's like, man, I wish I had your life. I wish I could go here and do that and have these things and have this business and then be this too. I wish, but you don't know the baggage that comes with that. You don't know the stresses that are so encamped in that type of lifestyle. You don't know. We see the outer things, but we don't know what's going on inside. We don't know the inside battles. And I think that's what's the biggest thing. Like when we see people who are we deem successful and they have it all, and then we hear that they're no longer here with us, we're all shocked, confused, baffled, lost for words, because in our minds they had it all. In our minds they were set. They had no worries. There's no reason for this. Again, we don't know what demons people are battling every day. Just because it looks sweet doesn't mean it's sweet. It does not mean that it is sweet. So people, if you're going through anything, my veterans out there, my brothers and sisters that are out there that just returned from the military, reach out to the VA. We know the horror stories of the VA, but someone in there is willing and wanting to help. Reach out to your other brothers and sisters. And again, first and foremost, pray for peace in the middle of that storm. Pray for peace in the middle of that storm. We've been on Twitter. I've been seeing a lot of veterans that have been committing suicide because of the times that we are in with inflation and homelessness and people being evicted, people losing their jobs, people being kicked out of the military because they don't want to take a shot. So many things, and they're feeling hopeless, lost. Don't feel that way. Pray. Battle. Keep battling. Keep battling. You are not alone. There's many others that are struggling just like you and may have the same story. Reach out. Don't be ashamed. We all have weaknesses. We all fall short. in some aspect. But we're here to help each other so we can cover that ground that you can't cover. Reach out. Reach out. I hope this episode is. I had another episode planned, but I definitely felt like I needed to say this. I needed to speak this, and hopefully it falls on some ears that are in need of this. Because if we're not helping and providing insight on things that we've been through, things that we have gone through, what are we doing? What are we doing? Yes, this whole operation can be a $1 million-billion thing. If I didn't help one person, what am I doing? What's the point? To gain the whole world and lose my soul, not help anyone, not bring anyone with me. What is the point? What are we doing? So, Warriors Vision. This is what we do. We provide solutions to the problems, to the issues. And if you feel like you have no way out, don't do it. Pray. Pray. If you feel like you have no one else, pray. You are not alone. He's waiting. He's there. He's waiting. Pray. All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into our. Before we jump into our context, I just want to have a little quick moment of silence for, uh, in this moment. I want you to send out a little prayer to people who up for people you know that are struggling mentally, emotionally, physically, with whatever it is. Call their names out in the wherever you at. Send a prayer up for them. So we're gonna do a full minute. Oh, hold on. A moment of silence, and then we're gonna wrap it up. All right. Starting now. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So let's jump into our contacts. The Warriors Collection Network brings this podcast, Warriors Vision, to you. Please get in contact with me in any of these platforms. Warriors Collection. We are on IG at Warriors_Collection_. Follow the network, Warriors_Collection_network. YouTube channel, Warriors Collection Network. Please go and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification. Hit the like button. And let me know your thoughts on any of the podcast episodes or any of the different series that we have going on YouTube. Check those videos out. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at CThrough1. And we are on TikTok at Warriors Collection Brand. We are on TikTok. You can catch this podcast audio through Anchor.fm, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Audible, Overcast, Radio Public, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, and Breaker. With that being said, folks, I hope that this episode was insightful, thought-provoking. I hope it will provide some kind of aid, some kind of assistance with whatever you may be going through to point you in the right direction, to get you out of the situation that you're in, whether it is a dark cloud or whatever it is. I hope that you can play this episode and do what you need to do to get out of those that feeling that you may be feeling. We don't need any more people, taking themselves out. We don't need that. We don't need any more of that. So if you need the help, get it. If you need people around you, reach out. Again, pray. That's my number one. Especially if you feel like you are alone, pray. Don't wait too late. Pray. All right. So with that being said, folks, I hope to see you again on the next episode. Please share this episode. Share it. Today, people are struggling. People are struggling. Share this episode. Share. All right. And with that being said, this is the Warriors Vision Podcast. I am Brian, aka The Warrior, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Peace.